on YouTube and we are on Zoom as well. Hello. Let me know if you are here. So leave me a message. Now for you guys on the Zoom, if you can put in the chat box your name and also where you live. That's really important. If you guys are on Facebook and if you are on YouTube, same thing in the comment section, put your name, where you live. On Friday, I'm going to be doing some awesome giveaways. Some of you watched my video yesterday, and if you haven't yet, be sure you can watch the replay in the Facebook group. So I have a free Facebook group, At Home Fitness for Adults 50 Plus. And if you're on my email list, I would have emailed out all of the details yesterday. If you're not on my email list, leave your email address below as well, and I'll add you to my list. Because all week, if you can't make the events that are happening live, then I will send out the replay. So you will get the replay. Now, if you do put your name and where you live, it doesn't have to be your address, but where you live, I'm going to be putting your name into the draw. And then on Friday, we are going to be doing an awesome draw. I've got over 14 prizes that we're giving away. And how it works is, if you attend a live event, you get 3 entries. And this could be every single day. So if you join every single live event, you get 3 more entries. So your odds of winning go up by quite a bit. So we're going to have fun. Today we're going to be doing a full body workout, which I'm really excited about. We are going to be using weights. So if you have weights, great. If you don't have weights, you can use water bottles. Oh, someone has a question. Yes, enter your name in the live chat if you're watching live. Yes, please do it in the live chat if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook. That's great. Great question. So if you don't have weights, you can use canned goods or you can use water bottles or just do the movements without the weights. But we're going to do that today. All right, good to see Debbie joining us too. All right, awesome. It's nice to see faces. I'm glad lots of you are joining on Zoom. That's nice as well. All right, we have people from all over. So on Friday, we're going to be doing a draw for those who are local to Ottawa. I've partnered with quite a few amazing local Ottawa businesses. So if any of you are looking for services, healthcare type services, or any other sort of support, do reach out because I have a really big network. And just to give you an idea, we have some awesome prizes this Friday that we're drawing, including a massage from Holistic Wellness Physiotherapy Clinic. They're a brand new company that just opened during the pandemic just a number of months ago. They're in Barrhaven and just opened another location in the West End. And then also Natural Soul Wellness. I've done some filming at their beautiful space, and they're also located in the Carling area, and they've donated a reflexology treatment. So that's just to give you an idea of some of the prizes. But if you are out of Ottawa, not to worry, I've got you covered. We've got some great prizes for you too, including some free fitness classes, a free membership, and also some awesome products, natural products as well. So we've got quite a bit to give away. All right, so let's get started. Like I said, if you're just joining now, be sure to leave your full name and also where you live. That way I'm going to tally it up at the end so you can make sure you get some points there to win some prizes. All right, so let's stand up. Just make sure you have some space. I'm just going to adjust my cameras a little bit. Bear with me as we get all organized. I want to make sure that you all can see me. That's important. All right. And I see we've got more people joining as well. All righty. All right, I think if I stand here, we are good. All right, so good to see everybody. So we're going to start by marching on the spot, and I encourage you to keep those shoulders back. And you'll have to bear with me. I have a little squeaky spot here on my on my carpet. For those of you who've been following along with my journey, I just moved on the weekend. So this is my very first exercise class that I've taught in my new space. Very exciting. All right, so as we get moving, I really encourage you to take some deep breaths, work at your own pace. want to really, our goal is to feel energized. And I'm looking at my time so we don't do a full hour. All right. And then breathe out, give yourself a hug. All right, keep going, everybody. Okay. So again, let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. And just notice how you're feeling. It's good to check in with yourself first thing as we get moving. Maybe this is the first exercise or first bit of movement you've done today. All right, it's good to move our bodies, and I love doing it first thing in the morning, because then the rest of your day just seems to go so much smoother. You have more energy for the rest of the day. All right, from here we're going to take a step side to side, swinging those arms. All right, keep going. All right. There we go. I want to make sure you guys can see my face. All right. Yes, anyways, I've moved just recently here to Centertown in Ottawa. Yesterday when I said that on the video, a few of you said you live in this area too, so that's really cool. Maybe I'll run into you in the neighborhood when I'm walking the dog. All right. Good. Now from here we're going to figure eight those arms. Now, and it's important to really listen to your body as you're exercising. So really just notice if something feels like a bit too much. Maybe you need to slow it down. Maybe you have a past injury that's flaring up. So just make adjustments as needed. Now, something else to watch for is the shoulders. Sometimes we lean over, we look down, try to look straight ahead. Good. Working on our posture at every chance we can. Good. All right, this plant is getting involved. All right, awesome job. Now from here, we're going to be tapping those toes. Let's reach, tap one foot in front of the other, reaching with those arms, breathing in and out. And the reason I have a creaky floor is this is an old home I'm in. Beautiful, old 1914. Vintage and antique. So I'm happy to have a little bit of cushion right out front. Good. And every time you bring your arm back, think about squeezing your shoulder blade back. All right, excellent. All right, looks good. And keep going. 3 more. I'm just going to let someone else into our Zoom call. All right, good to see everybody. Good to see you all. And then from here, we're going to be lifting that knee a little bit higher. Reach your hand to your opposite knee. All right. Again, we want to think about bringing those shoulders back. If you want to work a little bit harder, a little bit more advanced, option 2 is to bring your elbow. This forces you to add a bit of a twist. Focusing on that breathing. All right, looks good. All right, awesome job, everybody. So you can probably see I've got balloons behind me. I blew up the balloons yesterday. This is our anniversary week, so I'm celebrating 1 year of running my program that's called AIM Fitness Online. And at the end of our workout, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. But it's hard to believe how many things change in a year, number one, and how fast a year goes by. All right, you guys are doing awesome. Awesome. From here, let's take your heel to the floor. Bring both arms in front every time you tap that heel to the floor. I'll show you from the side because it's important that we squeeze those shoulder blades back. So reach and squeeze. So what you may notice is a stretch down the back of that leg as you tap your heel to the floor. And then you also may feel a nice stretch between your shoulder blades. All right. And you can even do this one sitting down if you want. I find that if you are sitting and watching TV or you're working on your computer for a while, quite often we get quite stiff. I actually woke up this morning. I must have been sleeping sideways or something, but my back is a little bit sore today. So I know that I'm going to feel so much better after this workout. All right, good. We'll keep going. Got someone else joining us. All right, looks good, everyone. Let's go for 3 more. Squeezing those shoulder blades back, warming up. I want you to start by bending one knee and then straightening the other. So we're shifting that weight from side to side, swinging those arms. Breathing in and out, keeping those shoulders back. Good. And just make sure that both of your feet, your toes, are facing the front of the room. All right, looks good. All right. All right, now I know we have some people joining in at various times, so just want to let you know, if you just joined me now, at the end of this session, before you close down whatever app you're on, make sure to post your name, your full name, and also where you live. And if you do, you will be entered in with 3 entries for our draw. And I'm doing an amazing giveaway, lots of prizes to give away on Friday. That's going to be on Zoom, so make sure you come on Friday. We're going to have so much fun. All right, good job, everyone. From here, we're going to add a little bit more of a balance move. So we're going to be lifting the leg to the side. Now, if you do need to hold on to something for balance, I've got my chair here. We'll use the chair in a little bit. But this is a good one. Good one to strengthen the legs. You'll probably feel this in your hips. If it's too much for your hips, by the way, you can just tap your toe nice and wide. Okay, that's the other option if it's a little too much. All right, remember to tighten up your core as well every time you lift that leg. And again, posture, shoulders back. All right, looks good. Let's do 2 more. And 1. All right, awesome job. Very good. So from here, we are going to grab your weights. If you don't have weights, like I said, you can just do the movements without holding on to anything, or you can use water bottles or a can. All right, good to see everyone joining us on Facebook. Shout out to you guys on YouTube, and those of you on Zoom, good to see you. All right, so we're going to do a few standing exercises first, then we'll move to the chair and do some seated. All right, so we're going to start by holding on to the weights with your palms facing the front of the room. And we're going to have, actually, facing your leg, we're going to do a 2-in-1. When we're pressed for time, I love combine. Slowly lower that weight in front of your shoulder and lower down. All right, we'll do the same thing on this side. We want to go nice and easy, not too quick. All right, now if you do have any shoulder limitations or you can't push all the way up straight, then what you can do is just go as high as you can without any pain. All right, awesome. Now if anyone is finding that they're feeling like they want to sit, you can do this one sitting down. Just make sure you're on the edge of your chair. That way you've got lots of space for your arms to move. All right, and anyone looking for an advanced option, you can choose to do both arms together. All right. Breathing in and out. Awesome. So in my exercise program, AIM Fitness Online, we do a lot of videos with weights because something that's important to know is that as you get older, you lose a lot of your strength. Your muscle mass definitely decreases. And actually, it's not just when you're in your 60s, but it starts in your 30s. Maybe you didn't know that, but there's a lot of people who are even my age or even a little bit younger who are noticing they're not as strong and they're having issues because of it. But the good news is you can gain back your muscle that you've lost. And something I tell my clients quite often is that muscle doesn't know how old it is. It doesn't know how old you are. So that means you can lift some weights and you can start to see some muscle definition over time. And I've helped so many people gain a lot of strength. I'm sure some of you watching right now can say that that's been your experience. Alrighty, 1 more, either one arm at a time or both arms together. Whew, I'm warming up. All right, good job. Let's add a little shake of those shoulders. Let's right. All right. So another one, this is a really functional exercise, is this. Arms at your side, nice and straight, and then bend those elbows wide. You want to lift your weights up towards your armpits and then lower your arms. So lift up and lower down. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. So this is a really good one for your shoulder, and actually found it's a lot easier to go grocery shopping and to lift the groceries out of the cart, put them into her car. And she said, Meg, it's this exercise that's really made a difference, but definitely using the weights too. All right. So my philosophy is, it's all about making exercise fun. It's about doing things that translate into real life and will make life that much more easy and enjoyable. All right, let's do 3 more, everybody. Good. And 2. All right, and 1 more. All right, good job. All right, so we're going to lower one of the weights to the ground or to the side, and I'm going to invite you to join me on the chair. So we're going to move to the chair next. All right, we're just going to need 1 weight. Okay, oh, I thought someone was going to join, maybe not. All right, we're good. All right, so hold on to 1 weight. All right, and we're going to sit right on the edge of your chair. That's kind of the rule of thumb when you're sitting and exercising. We want to make sure you've got lots of space behind you. All right, so before we get started, let's just circle those shoulders backwards. It's good to remind ourselves to relax. All right, breathing in and out. And I invite you as well to check in with yourself. How are you feeling at this point? How are you doing? Are you feeling a little bit more energized? Maybe a little warmer? I'm definitely so warm right now. All right, that's good. So let's hold on to 1 weight and we're going to do a stir the pot. So 2 options for you. Option 1 is to do some small circles right in front. As you do this, think about tightening up your core. So we want to keep our core nice and tight, our shoulders back, and we want to do some small movements. This is if you have any shoulder injuries or if you're just wanting to do a lighter option. Option 2 is to circle a little bit bigger, nice and wide, like an oval. And this one is going to be engaging your core a little bit more. When you do this one, you can even do a little twist side to side. Now at the end, I'll tell you a little bit more of what you can expect for the rest of this week, because all week we have some really fun activities that you can join in on. So be sure to stay right to the end. I'll let you know the agenda for the rest of the week and tell you a little bit about what Friday will look like too. All right, very good. All right, so just see if you notice your core working, tightening up that core, breathing as well. Don't hold your breath. Sometimes we do, sometimes I do too. Good, let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. All right, good. Let's lower your weight and circle the shoulders backwards. Very good. All right. Okay, how are we doing for time? All right, we have about 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. So let's set that weight to the side. I want to make sure we fit in a few other exercises. The next one we'll do is for the core. So I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see what this one looks like. So we want to sit right on the edge of your chair, and then we want to lean our shoulders back against the chair. Okay. So from here, we've got 2 options. You can lift 1 leg up at a time. The leg lift. Do suggest holding on to the side of your chair. Option 2 is to lift both knees up together. So we're using that core to lift. Now, quite often I see people sitting really, really straight. It's hard to do it if you're sitting straight. Just make sure you're on an angle, leaning back. And every time you lift the knee, either one or both, tighten up that core. So pull that belly in. All right. The This is a really good core strengthening exercise. And if anyone does have back pain or back issues, you definitely want to have a stronger core. Your core may be weak, and that puts a lot of pressure on your back. All right. Okay, so choose your option, either both legs or one leg at a time. Let's go for 3 more together. 3 and 2 and 1. All right, good. Now bring those hands to your knees. We'll lean over to stretch your back. Bring your hands to your knees or down to your feet. And let's take a deep breath in and out. Okay, good. All right, that's awesome. So let's come on up. We're going to do another one of my favorites. This is the sit to stand exercise. I'll show you what this one looks like. We'll be sitting right on the edge of your chair once again. You can tighten up those shoulders every time you stand and sit back down on the chair. Just make sure you know where your chair is. Don't have one of those chairs with wheels on the bottom. All right, good. So especially when you bring your arms across your chest, you really have to use those legs, right? So you want to take those hips back. And ideally, find a spot that feels good for your feet. You want to have the feet right below your knees. Makes it easier to get up, and then lean forward and then press up. All right, one of my little tricks for this is nose towards your toes. So nose towards your toes, and then push up through those legs. All right, now, just so you guys know, there's always an advanced option, isn't there? Now, as part of my membership, year number 2, I've been rolling out some advanced exercise videos. So I do want to give you guys an opportunity to do the advanced option if that's what you're looking for today. So for you, if you want to do the advanced, you're not actually going to sit down. You're just going to be tapping your bum or the back of your legs to the chair and then rise back up. All right, so you're not going to be touching. Just sit back until you feel the back of the chair on your legs. All right, that's the advanced option. If it's not good for your knees, then keep doing the full sit to stand. It's a little bit more gentle on your knees. All right, you guys are doing great. Let's do 3 more. Remembering to breathe. And 2. Good. And 1. All right, woo, good job. So have a seat. We're going to do a quick stretch. Quick stretch now. All right, way to go, everybody. Awesome. So let's start with some breathing. It's going to reach our arms up overhead, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up and exhale down. Now I have to tell you about this tree that's beside me. So when I was growing up, my grandma, who lived in Toronto, North York, had this tree. And it was probably about this high. It was pretty short. And it did have 2. There were 2 trees that came from it. Anyways, over the years, it's grown taller and taller. And when she moved to Ottawa a number of years ago, she said, well, you know what? I don't think I need this anymore. And she gave it to me. And now I think this is the tallest ceiling I've ever had. You can't even see it's much taller than the tree even. But I'm curious to see if this tree will end up growing even taller. Because it kind of stopped for a while in my old place. So anyways, it reminds me of my grandma. And she, I was actually working with her. I did some exercising with her until she passed away a number of years ago now. So I have very fond memories of her as I take this tree from place to place that I live, so it's very special to me. All right, let's do 2 more here. Good. And 1 more time. Good. All right, let's bring those hands now right behind you, right behind your back. And what I want you to do is lift those elbows just as high as you can. You'll notice a bit of a stretch here in our triceps, working on our flexibility. And then slide your hands to your shoulders, and we're going to do some circles. So circling our arms back. There we go. That's great. 2 more. You might hear some clicking or cracking And then let's change directions, other way. All right, very good. All right. Now we'll move to those legs. So let's take one of those legs across the other. You have the option to cross at your ankles like this. If you have a hip or knee replacement, I recommend leaning over, letting your knees lean out to the side. Or option 2 is to lift the leg across and just lean over at just enough until you feel the stretch down the side of your hip. All right, we're slowing down. As you're doing this one, add a circle, circling that ankle. And I do recommend this stretch for anybody who has any hip tightness. You'll notice that if you sit a lot, if your hips kind of ache. We spend a lot of time sitting down, and our hips can be quite tight, and we need to stretch them out. So this is a good way. Also, if you have sciatic pain, this is another good stretch for you. All right, let's lower that foot, and we'll do the other side. So crossing at your ankles if you've got that hip or knee replacement on that side, or lifting the leg across. More flexible or more stiff side, usually. Adding the ankle. Good. And if you find that how you're sitting, it feels really good, you say, oh, I could probably go a little bit deeper, then try leaning over a little bit more. Okay, good job. All right, slowly rise up. Let's lower that foot to the floor. Make sure you're right on the edge of your chair. We'll take those knees out and in. And we'll circle your wrists as you do this. All right, again, we want to think about that posture, sitting nice and tall. All right, so just notice how you're feeling today. I hope you're feeling really great after our workout. And we're going to end with one of my tips on how to decipher if you have good posture or if it needs to be corrected. So I've got a little 3-step process that we're going to do together now. So what we'll do is we'll have your arms right here at your side. Make sure you're still sitting on the edge of your chair. Step 1 is to shrug your shoulders up. Step 2 is to bend those elbows, take your shoulders back. And step 3 is to lower the shoulders down. Okay, I'll show you from the side as well. Step 1, up. Step 2, back. Step 3, down. Okay, you'll notice that puts you in really good alignment because we want to have our ear over our shoulder, over the hip, over the knee, over the feet to be in that line. So let's do it again. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. We'll do it one more time. 1, 2, and 3. All right, see if you can hold your great posture right here. And what we'll do is we're going to stretch your neck. This is our last one. We'll look side to side, keeping those shoulders back as best you can. Breathing in and out. Good. All right, excellent job, everybody. Let's do one more per side. Good, and then let's end here with 3 more deep breaths. Again, let's bring those arms overhead. Inhale up, and exhale. One more time. And give yourself a hug. All right, give yourself a big pat on your back. And before you go, I have some announcements for you guys. I'm just going to bring my chair a little closer. All right, so don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Get comfortable. Maybe have something to drink, maybe a glass of water. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I need something to lean you guys against. All right, that works. Okay, so before you go, I want to tell you guys what you can expect for the rest of this week, because we've got lots happening. So tomorrow is Wednesday, and Wednesday afternoon, I am doing a webinar. So the webinar is entitled The 5 Keys to Stay Motivated to Move During the Pandemic. So this is going to be roughly about 45 minutes. We're going to have lots of time at the end for Q&A, and it's going to be very interactive as well. So I'm going to be giving you guys some really good tips on how you can stay motivated, because I have found that in talking with so many people over the past year and a half, many people are just finding that motivation comes and goes. So I've got some really good tips for you. Now, before I go on, for those of you who have not done it yet, this is important. Leave your name, your full name, and where you live in the chat box. And that way I'll be going over that so that you guys have a chance to win a prize on Friday. All right, now Thursday, I have a special members only call. So if you are an AIM Fitness Online member, you can join me at 10:30 a.m. and we're going to be having a really good time to connect, to share some wins from the past year. And I'm also going to be revealing a video. We have our very own Carmen and very own Kathy, who are members. They've both been members since the beginning. I'm going to be revealing a 3-minute promo video. So that's going to be for members on Thursday morning, 10:30 a.m. Now, for everyone, Friday, we're going to have another awesome session with both myself and Michelle. Michelle is the head trainer at AIM Fitness Online on Zoom, and ask your questions or send us by email or leave even a question here in the chat today that you want us to address. So we can go over anything, fitness, weight loss, nutrition, anything related to health. We're happy to chat about that. And then after the Q&A, we are going to be doing our prize draws. And like I said, we have over 14 prizes, actually even more than 14 now. The list has grown, but we've got, I'm putting together a list of those of you who are local in Ottawa, because you guys will qualify for our local sponsored prizes. And then we also have tons of online offerings or products that can be shipped to you if you are somewhere in Canada or the US. All right, so we're gonna have lots of fun, and that'll be our ending on Friday. Now, before we finish, if you've enjoyed this workout today and you're thinking, you know what, this was great, I wish I could do more of these, then I want to tell you quickly how you can become an AIM Fitness Online member, because there's ways that you can stay active and motivated at home. So my program was developed last year, and that's really why we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary. I put together the program because I knew I needed to reach more people in a greater way. Over the years, I've worked with adults 50 plus for over 15 years now, and done a lot of in-home personal training, a lot of group fitness classes at condos and in different locations. But I realized that's limited. I can't reach as many people as I want. And my mission is to really help more people feel more independent, feel stronger, and to be able to live their life that they want well into their 80s and 90s. That's my vision. So last year when I developed this program, I said, okay, what elements need to be part of this to help people? Because I know what people are struggling with. I know that a huge thing people struggle with is time. So even if you're retired, you still may find that your days go by really fast. And this is something I've heard for years. So we have to be so intentional with our time, right? When you have a full day, when you have a wide open schedule. And then I've also met so many people who are retired and they are so busy. And I think you're busier than me. Wow. So maybe that's your story. So again, how do you fit? And then another issue that I've heard over the years is, well, Meg, I'm not 20 anymore. I can't exercise in the same way that I used to. You know, those crazy videos and exercises that I used to enjoy doing are not of interest at all. I don't want to do burpees and sit-ups and go on the floor. And no, definitely not. So what I was able to do is I've been able to adapt the programs that I've been doing in person for so many years and been able to put them into video format. And then something else that I thought was really important is not just to have a particular time that you meet. So today is great, and I'm so glad for all of you who are watching live, But I know that not everyone can watch live every week or every day. And I can't teach live every day. I'm going to burn myself out. So again, I thought, how can I reach people? How can I give them the flexibility to exercise when they want? So what I've put together is many exercise videos. I actually just reached 105. So I've filmed over this past year, and now we're into 105, which is crazy to think. That's a big number. And there's going to be more because I'm not stopping anytime soon. And you guys will see my new place in my next videos that I'm filming too. But what I love about it is that these videos are like you can watch them on demand. It's kind of like Netflix, a healthier Netflix, right? You can just log in when you're a member. You get you've got your password along with your email address, and then you have over 105 exercise videos that you can do on your own time. So I knew that was going to be helpful for people, but then I also know, as we talked about earlier, I'm going to talk to you guys more in depth tomorrow about motivation, but so many people say, well, I'm still not motivated. So I've got the videos, that's great, but I still need support. So on top of that, I do support my members with Motivation Monday. We meet every 2 weeks now to have a little bit of a boost, to encourage you to choose a time, because I find those of you who choose a particular time to exercise, you're more motivated to go. You actually will stick to it. And then we also have longer Zoom calls where we get to know each other as a community, because I understand that a lot of us are, living alone. We're not seeing as many people. It's important to know that there's other people who have done this program who've been really, really successful and have been seeing those changes, and that there's hope for you, because I think we need to know that there is hope, that your situation is not the worst, that even if you do feel like, well, I've never exercised before, or I feel like I'm behind, or I've just put on so much weight recently, I just don't think there's recovering from this injury. You're not alone. I've helped so many people in so many different situations, and so I do know there's hope for you guys as well. Now, the last thing I want to mention about this program is because I work with the older population and younger population, those of you who are in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, you guys are young, 80s too, very young. And to put it into perspective, I have a client who's 100, and I consider him yet to be very young. He is always greeting me with a smile. He's doing lots of exercises every single day. He's very inspiring. But anyways, what was I going to say about that? About being young? Oh yes, I know. You guys are so young, full of life. There's many years to come, good health. But what I wanted to mention specifically is that in the videos, just like today, I give you alterations and I give you options. Because some of you may have medical conditions. Maybe you have a heart condition that's popped up. Maybe you have osteoporosis. Many of our members do. Maybe you have had a hip or knee replacement. Maybe you're just stiff and sore and you think, Meg, I don't think I can do an advanced workout. I think the beginners is where I need to be. Or maybe you're on the other end and saying, I've exercised all my life. I'm looking for a bit more of a challenge. So I've got you covered on both sides. So anyways, I wanted to let you guys know just some details about the program, because for some of you, you may be thinking, you know what, I do need to do something more regularly. The summer is coming. I want to be more mobile. I want to do some of these activities. So I do want to let you know that you can join as a member. We have monthly options. So you can sign up as a monthly member. You can sign up for 3 months, 6 months, or a full year. And I do want to let you know, because some of you are members who are watching right now, if you guys want to upgrade your membership, then you will get some extra points. So you will get some extra entries in our draw. So I want to let you know that. And then also, I just want to let you know that I am closing down the membership registration at the end of May. So I am taking a little bit of a break from promoting the membership this summer. So if you are wanting, and not to say the membership is stopping, we're going to be busy. We're going to do lots of things with the members, but I'm just not going to be promoting it this summer at all. So if you are thinking that you want to join and be part of it for the summer, we are closing the doors at the end of May. and that way I can just focus fully on my members this summer, and we'll be slowing down the promotions anyways for the summer. So I do want to just let you know that as well. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I think most of you have already, but just the last call to leave your full name and leave your location where you live. And you guys do have until Thursday to do so. So Thursday afternoon, I'm going to be tallying up and adding in all of the names and all of the entries. So even if you are watching the replay, do leave your name and your location as well. All right, well, hope you guys are feeling well. I've got some comments. It looks like people are feeling energized, feeling ready to go for the rest of the day. So thank you for joining me on Zoom. I love my Zoom friends. Good to see you guys. And Facebook.
Thanks, Meg.
Thanks everyone for joining on Facebook and YouTube as well. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you're on Facebook or YouTube. That helps more people to see the video, so it helps to spread the word about this. So thanks everyone for being here to celebrate the 1-year anniversary, and I want to just thank all of you for being so awesome. Alrighty.
Thanks, Meg.
Oh, you're welcome. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
All right, have a good one, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.